As we jump back into another video, the sound, crisp. We're all ready. Not this time. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. I am so happy to be here with you all, because today we are going to be doing something very special. We are going to be reacting to Khruangbin. So a lot of you probably know Khruangbin, and if some of you don't, then I am extremely excited to share with you who they are, what they are, and more importantly, why they're as awesome as they are. So before we get started, I do want to mention one quick thing. I actually recorded this video yesterday, but the problem was the audio on my phone was very bad, to the point where even I was surprised that that happened. So because of that, I have to re-record this reaction, so this will not be for his genuine thoughts, but I will talk about it and how it makes me feel. Also because I popped 10 milligrams of edibles before I started recording, so this is gonna be a lot of fun and a real treat. I say that I'm excited a lot when we make these videos because, at least to me, whenever I get to talk about an artist or a band that makes me feel good, that makes me feel happy, what am I gonna do, not talk about it? You know? So, like, this is a big deal for me personally, as well as me getting to share with you why I love these people so much. That is Khruangbin. So to start off, who exactly is Khruangbin? Who are these people? Well, it consists of three different people. You have Laura Lee, who's on the bass. You have DJ Johnson, who's on the drums, arguably the thing that makes the band what it is. And then you have Mark Spear, who is just... You see what I'm saying, right? Like, already out of the gate, you're probably thinking when you started this video, oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, damn. That's basically what I felt when I was listening to Khruangbin for the first time. It consists of these three, and they're mostly kind of like psychedelic rock, funk, a lot of instrumental stuff, and that is personally what I like. You know, because I'm such a big fan of movies that it would make sense for a band that I really like, that would be instrumentals. So when you just even watch their live videos on YouTube, they're just so fucking talented. It's insane. Like, even in their early works, like when they first started back in 2010, or at least when they started like their debut EPs and all of that, with stuff like The Infamous Bill and A Calf Born in Winter, I mean, it's just incredible stuff. Mark Spear and DJ Johnson met each other back in 2004 when they were at a Methodist church gospel band in Houston, Texas. I'm looking at Wikipedia, yeah, for the basic stuff. Then after a while, when they were playing with each other, they decided to kind of work together, and they met Laura Lee. And Laura Lee, who is the bassist, had never played bass before. So Mark had asked, can you learn bass? And she said yes. And that's when, like, he kind of said, like, do you want to start a band? And she was like, yeah, okay. So after all that, they decided to just, you know, become a band and make some great music. Now, one of the things that the band is known for that some people may know, some people may not know, they love to blend global music influences. They like to blend all different cultures into their music. And it says such as classic soul, dub, rock, and psychedelia. So there's a lot of different things that go into making what Khruangbin is. So let's talk about some of the stuff that they released for the most part. In terms of EPs and what they released, The Infamous Bill was their first EP, but I also believe that it was A Calf Born in Winter and The Recital That Never Happened. I feel that was the stuff that really started. And then you have their studio albums such as The Universe Smiles Upon You, beautiful album, Con Todo El Mundo, which is amazing. Mordecai, not my favorite, but there's still some great jams in there. And it says that Ali is in here, which, if I'm gonna be real with you, I never really thought of it being their fourth studio album. I felt it was more of a collaboration album than it is an actual, you know, studio album. Regardless, they're also giving people an opportunity to voice themselves as artists who would never have the opportunity to get off the ground. And I feel that's one of the most beautiful things about Khruangbin, is that they're giving people a voice that they've never had before, and they're using their instrumental art to bring it to this beautiful... That's really the word that I can describe them, is that it's beautiful. and I'm also going to see them in August. So that makes me super pumped. I'm going to see them at the Greek, so I can't wait. They also worked with Leon Bridges for Texas Sun and Texas Moon, which those EPs are fucking awesome. Like, Leon Bridges is like the best combo with Khruangbin. They just work together extremely well. So that is another great thing about them. Summer Madness, their cover from Kool and the Gang, that is an amazing, amazing single. I loved that. But the reason why I'm making this video is because of their newest album, Sala, which is their fourth studio album. It is being released in 2024, at least this April. They have 2 singles that are out. I have watched To Love International. I have watched May 9th. Those are both of the songs we're going to be watching today. As we're kind of talking about this really quickly, I found out about Khruangbin kind of around the same time I found out about Jungle, but I was more into Jungle more than I was into Khruangbin. And then once I was kind of done, actually, no, that's a lie. I wasn't done with Jungle after the videos, but I did want to explore them more. And that was where it led into me wanting to listen to them a lot more. I have listened to all of their albums a ton, mostly their 3 studio albums, The Universe Smiles Upon You, Con Todo El Mundo, and Mordecai. I've listened to those 3 quite a bit, but the first 2 albums I listened to the most. I've already mentioned Mordecai is not my favorite album, but there are songs in it that I love. Time, You and I, especially watching that song live. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff, but I always, usually when people say, oh wow, they're usually, it's like the, it's like the quote in Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, you should see them live. They're much better live.
Yeah, they're much better live. 100% they're much better live. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch A Love International first. We're going to talk about why I love it and how I've watched it so many times. I think it's a fantastic video. And then we're going to jump into their newest video that was released yesterday entitled May 9th. So let's jump into A Love International first. They released this in 1080, but yet the other one was in 4K. I don't get that, but it's whatevs. 3, 2, 1. So already out of the gate, because I've watched this video quite a bit, I get to talk about it with you guys as the video progresses. So already, like, it's incredible how you can hear all 3 of them with their respective instruments like that. Naturally, they've been doing this for a while, but I'm hearing DJs like fucking... And then Laura's fucking bass, which is just... And then you have, obviously, Mark's guitar, which, I mean, that's obvious. Like, he's a whiz kid on the guitar. It's amazing. What I've kind of interpreted from this video is this next shot, my favorite, the dolly in the water as it's, like, going through. You're seeing every single bit of the version of, like, their interpretations of love, all these different people. But it's also in a different culture, so you're seeing how, while it is in a completely different area that it's not really familiar to us, it's very relatable to anyone who watches it. Like, I'm this guy in the inner tube right now, so it's it's a beautiful video, and I'm not gonna talk throughout the entire thing, but I will, like, be quiet for a bit on certain parts of the video, like, for instance, this part coming up where it's... Okay, maybe not this part, but you see what I'm saying? Like, this guy taking a photo or video of his friend, that's loving themselves, loving each other as friends, and showing everyone, like, their friendship. And who's the next one? You've got, I guess the love of their job, maybe, the way they sell, the way they make it a business. And then now we get to the main aspect of it, which is the love part, which is just innocent love, adolescent love, like, love that is so real and so relatable. And then, of course, with that, you have, well, this incredible shot, and then the way they utilize the same shot as before, all the kids together, and then just... I'm about to turn this up a little bit, and then just, ooh, that. The rest of these shots are great. Like, they really are. I'm turning up the music because I got a vibe, man. I'm this kid. I'm just... I mean, I don't mean to vibe it as sadness, but, you know. But this is just, again, it's a very relatable tale that they're telling right now, while also having this great humor. Just nothing but great shots in here. This whole video has so many great shots. And just like a quick cut of all the different forms of love. This love. The dancing, really going for it. This kind of love. I mean, I think we get it. We get it, I know, but... Let me go right back into the plane. A great video. Fantastic video. Something I've also realized is I feel what Khruangbin is doing with this album is I feel like they're giving the songs to certain like directors, filmmakers, and letting them use it in a creative outlet, which I think is wonderful. Because after watching this one and May 9th, it says this logo coming up. It's original score by Khruangbin. So it is an original score. Like this is actually something... Oh, and then the... I love that. I love that ending. That last shot is great. That's honestly what I really love about the video just overall. It's these creative minds coming together in a completely different side of the world, but it all feels the same. And that's the best part about Khruangbin's music is that it feels international. It feels worldwide. Mr. Worldwide. It feels worldwide in the sense that we can all relate to it in some way, shape, and form. And when I watched the video, I remember showing it to my sister, and she was just like, that was a really good video. Like, I love the vibes of it all. Just watching it, there's no dialogue. It's just pure performance. So you're seeing everything as a show don't tell aspect of it, which I think is another brilliant part of the video. And it's just everything. That's really all I can say. It really is just everything in terms of what Khruangbin's music stands for, and how they put it all together, and the way it makes you feel, which is what leads into the next video, May 9th. I'm not gonna lie to you, when I reacted to this the first time, I cried. And it was probably because whenever I am on, like, edibles like this, I tend to really, like... I tend to say my thoughts in a more... It sounds like it's cohesive, but also my brain is kind of, like... going in different directions because of the way, like, it's kind of transforming my mind and thoughts. Even right now, like, I can feel the high coming in, so, like, I apologize if my words are, like, kind of scattered, but whenever I, you know, like, have edibles and everything like that, I love to listen to their music, because it, again, makes me feel so good and euphoric and wonderful. Very much the reason why I love Jungle's music, because of the fact that that's exactly how it makes me feel like when I listen to Khruangbin. The next song and video we're going to watch is May 9th. I am excited to watch it again, just because I love how simple the video is, I love how different it is from the last one, but just like with the previous one and this one, it's simply just about what we all go through in life, and just the simplicity of it all. So let's start May 9th. In 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna have to turn this up as well. As if that one wasn't loud, I gotta turn this up loud. Because Laura and DJ and Mark's voices, I don't know if that's all of them, but... Oh, I love that. That part is so fucking bomb-ass. I love that. Oh, and the animation really fits the song. It's very, because it usually tends to feel dreamlike with some of their songs, and the way, like, it's all put together in terms of, like, the reverb and everything. The song just works very well with what's being presented in front of me visually. It's beautiful. It makes me tear up every time I watch this video. I've watched it like 4 times, and I still tear up every time. It's so beautiful. And the animation, again, it just works for the song. Like, it makes you feel the way you feel for a reason. And I did read this comment when I made the video yesterday, and I'm going to read it again. It's from Little Quesadilla. When music and art speak to your soul of love, hope, and the joy of life. And then this next comment, too. It says, Khruangbin for me is like the deepest, most felt, most intense celebration of life, and of peace, and of real understanding, and of true beauty. Thank you, guys. May the airplane keep on flying. Because for people that don't know, Khruangbin means airplane. That's basically what it means. This song in particular makes me feel, like, even thinking about it, it just makes me want to cry. And I think it's because when you go through these really hard experiences in life, these things, these struggles that we all go through, just everyday struggles to the most intense struggles that we should never have to deal with in our existence. Sometimes something as simple as a song, something that can connect with you, something that can really stay with you, it's everything. I feel that these are the simplicities of life that are just so wonderful. We're so grateful to have. I mean, I'm just gonna listen to the song right now, like at a certain point in the video as I'm talking, because I just have to hear it. Like, I don't know, like I'm listening to it and it feels like the memories of my life are all coming and flooding back in such a way where I'm just thinking of the moments that shaped me, and it's very wholesome, it's very needed. Even the stuff that was bad, it still allowed me to become the person that I am now, for better and for worse, you know. Like listening to all the other instruments right now, and it's fuck! That's gonna sound so good live. I can't, like, that's what makes me excited about this new album, is that I haven't, this is the only 2 songs I'm gonna very likely listen to until the album comes out in April, but, oh, like, I am so fucking pumped that we get to hear this stuff live. I have watched so many live videos when they were at, like, the Sydney Opera House, when they were at Best Kept Secret. I have watched these videos so many times. The fact that they sound just as good live, if not better live than they do their studio albums, is such a testament to their craft, to the way they approach it, to the way they give it to us in such a way that it makes it feel worth it. It makes it feel worth it. I love Khruangbin. Mark, DJ, Laura, I know obviously your impact on the world with your music is very prevalent. I know you know this, but take it from someone like myself who watches and listens to all, if not the majority of the stuff that you've done up until this point. Keep doing what you're doing. You are healing the world in a way that you really don't think that you may or may not know. If you do, great. If you don't, just know, because your music is... It's a chef's kiss that flew away like a butterfly. That's it, everybody. That's all I have for this video. I am very grateful that you all came on down to watch this. I was heavily debating even making this video, but the more that I thought about it, the more that I realized that I just needed to make something like this. It felt important to me because I've been in a bit of a creative rut lately in terms of what I wanted to do with the channel. But then when I heard that they were releasing this album, I went, oh, get the fuck out of here. We're making this happen. Like, I have to react to the songs at least. I didn't react to Love International because I thought that that was going to be the only single that they were going to drop. And then they released May 9th, which now I'm like, when you listen to May 9th first and then Love International on Spotify, they have the two songs in their EP. They flow into each other so well. So like, that's when I was like, okay, cool. That's awesome. Like, it all feels connected in a beautiful way, even when the album's not even out yet. So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all. If you want to check out my video where I talk about some of the movies that I watched in a specific month, or in this case, it was only September because that video took way too long to make, and I hope that you all get to watch it because I worked really hard on it. I'm proud of the video, so if you want to watch it, it is somewhere up where it pops up like a bloop, you know, so go check it out. And also go check out my Volcano reactions. I reacted to Jungle and their newest album, Volcano, so if you're coming in just from Khruangbin, but you also appreciate someone like Jungle, go check out those videos that I made because I love Jungle and I love Khruangbin pretty much equally, so you're gonna see a lot of hype as we get toward when the album drops. Any other additional singles or whatever they may be, I'm gonna wait until the album comes out and I will not listen to them. I think that that is very important because I felt like I spoiled myself a little too much from watching so many of the Jungle singles, so we're gonna not do that this time. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, take care, stay safe, and happy Khruangbin listening. Take care. This high is coming in real nice right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is... That was coming in at a good time. I'm actually very happy I made this video. I'm very happy that I made this video. Thank you.